The Third Dalek War was the third major war waged by the Dalek Empire against humanity, which according to the Time Lords took place at some point following the 27th century. Having failed at an occupation in the First Dalek War and a direct assault during the Second Dalek War, the Daleks instead resorted to biological weapons to weaken human defences, ravaging many planets across the galaxy with deadly diseases using their plague missiles. The outer colonies of the Second Great and Bountiful Human Empire were devastated by pandemics, though at first Earth's governments were unaware that the Daleks were responsible for this. The Marine Space Corps from Earth dispatched a group to Exxilon in order to mine the perineum there, as this was determined to be the only cure for the vicious diseases that were ravaging human worlds. The Daleks also sent a team to Exxilon in order to destroy the perineum supplies and prevent the humans from recovering them. However, a power drain caused by the great city of the Exxilons greatly reduced the Daleks' capabilities, forcing them to enter a false alliance with the humans in order to buy them time to replace their weapons with more primitive projectile variants and send a strike team to destroy the city's power-draining beacon. However, the Daleks encountered fierce resistance from both the Exxilons and the city itself, and with the help of the Third Doctor and Sarah Jane, the humans and Exxilons were able to drive the Daleks from the planet, and their ship was then destroyed, leaving the humans free to mine the perineum they needed to cure the plagues. Following the Exxilon Gambit, the Daleks engaged in a period of open warfare with humanity, deploying duplicates and gas weapons against human forces in an attempt to weaken their defences and preying on their patrol ships. However, direct Dalek confrontations with humanity lessened in the following decades due to their empire waging war with other more powerful threats, such as the Mechanoids, the Sontarans, and of course the Movellans, meaning that the subsequent smaller conflicts between the Daleks and humanity were not technically classified as part of the Third Dalek War, which is often understood to have officially ended following the Exxilon Gambit, despite the fact that hostilities between the Dalek and human empires continued well into at least the 47th century. While other wars between humanity and the Daleks would take place in the future, such as the 40th century Great Dalek War, the 10 Dalek occupations, the Enemy Alliance Dalek War, the Dalek invasion of Venus, and the post-Time War Paradigm Dalek invasions, the Third Dalek War is generally considered to be the last of the three main Dalek wars of humanity's expansionist era, and it becomes less clear what the chronological timeline of these wars are from humanity's point of view. By the time of the Great Dalek War, the Dalek Empire was just one of many hostile forces that humanity had to contend with, and from the Daleks' point of view, the prospect of expending thousands of warships attempting another full-scale occupation of human space became less appealing when their empire was faced with more powerful threats like the Eminence, the Cybermen, or the Movellans. As their ambitions grew, the main Dalek Empire eventually vanished from time and space from humanity's point of view at some point prior to the 51st century, in order to go off and fight the Time War. However, due to their nature as a time-travelling warrior race, this didn't stop the Daleks from waging new wars against humanity in the future, some of which were conducted by the main Dalek Empire and others instigated by other Dalek factions. What do you think of the Third Dalek War? Have you seen Death to the Daleks? Are there any audios, comics or novels featuring events from the Third Dalek War that weren't mentioned in this video? And what do you think is the most prominent human-Dalek conflict that follows the Third Dalek War in the timeline? Let me know in the comments below.
Don't forget to click below to subscribe to
Dalek Bumps.